Hi, so this is a very difficult video to make because it's based on something that's very serious. It's based on what's called swatting. If you haven't heard of swatting, it's when someone maliciously phones the police and falsely claims that someone else is committing a crime at their house. So let's say, for example, you're at home and somebody who dislikes you, they can phone the police and they will say that you've done something serious. You know, you've used a gun or you've used a knife, and the police SWAT team will arrive at your house. And it could be potentially lead to you being killed because you're seen as a threat. And it's based on the completely false allegations that you're committing a serious crime. And I believe it started around computer gaming. So where young people playing violent computer games such as Call of Duty, if they disagree with somebody, they would phone the police and the police would turn up at the house, and you'll have this like police SWAT event take place at someone's house. And then it moved on recently to celebrities. And that appears to have taken place twice in the comics arena or the comic fandom, where there's two sides. There's comicsgate, who are a group of people who believe in traditional comics and traditional concepts of comics. And there's perhaps people who have been referred to as social justice warriors, who believe that comics should evolve and should promote concepts of feminism and political rights. And they should be less focused on the story and more used as a method of promoting political correctness. And there's been two people who have been victims of swatting, and they're seen as being in the camp of comicsgate. So the people who have been accused of calling these SWATs or phoning the police and giving false allegations, being accused of being part of the social justice warrior network, the people who want comic industries to evolve and to include more inclusive comics, regardless of whether they're good comics. And these people have been also suggested they're fans of Captain Marvel. So this group of people that have been attracted to Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel is promoted on the concept of feminism. So Captain Marvel and Brie Larson has come out recently, a heavily marketed movie based on women's rights and promoting the role of women in society and in movies. And that's completely fine. There's been many movies that have done that hugely successful. Everything from Princess Leia back in 1978 to Kill Bill, you know, really strong and powerful female characters that really resonated, become very popular. But Captain Marvel has done it in a way it's been very deliberate. It's almost calculated method of promoting feminism through a movie. And it could be conceived as a form of toxic feminism. So it's a way of saying, right, women are going to become more powerful and we're going to force the issue. We're going to create this discussion where women will become more powerful regardless of what the outcome is. And there's some people, some quite disturbed people, who appear to have been caught up in that. They've been caught up in the marketing of Captain Marvel and the whole concept of feminism, and it's pushed them to actually attacking men. So these men have been swatted by people who are fans of Captain Marvel. So it really needs to raise the question, are fans of Captain Marvel being encouraged to promote feminism and to promote the concept that they're women to the point where they're prepared to commit a serious crime and make false allegations that someone else is committing, you know, attempted murder using a gun, and the police SWAT team have to arrive at that house? It's really disturbing because when the SWAT team arrive at somebody's house, they're going to be heavily armed, and they will, if necessary, or if they feel they're threatened, they will take serious action and potentially kill people who are completely innocent. Not only that, but it takes away the police resources from real crimes. So the people who carry out these swattings are really very dangerous people. And if they are being encouraged by the feminism of Captain Marvel, then there needs to be an investigation into that, I believe, because it's like if you had a movie based on men and it said it's okay for men to attack women, and then men started to attack women more, there'd be an investigation into that and they would be called out in media. But conversely, if it's happening with women, if women feel so empowered and the level of feminism is so pushed so far and that it becomes toxic, then that also needs to be called out. So has Captain Marvel gone too far in promoting its form of feminism to the point where some people see it as an excuse to attack men and committing serious crimes? So if anyone has any information on this, if anyone believes that this is taking place, or if you disagree, if you believe that these people, there's no evidence to suggest that the people who are carrying out these swattings aren't fans of Captain Marvel, then again, leave comments below. But to me, I seriously think it needs to be investigated, because is Hollywood promoting movies in a way that encourages people to commit crimes? That could be a connection in this, and I think it's one that needs to be taken very seriously. If you had a movie that was based on school violence, and then there was an upsurge in violence in schools, again, the media would investigate it, and it'd be called out, and Hollywood should take some responsibility. And if it's happening in this example, where feminism is being pushed to a level where it becomes toxic, and it's encouraging women to commit serious crimes, then again, it needs to be investigated and called out, and Hollywood needs to take responsibility, because it can lead to people being killed. It can lead to police, really vital police resources being wasted, and it needs to stop. If that is the case, then it really needs to stop.